Welcome to your TV program, Ultimate Warning. I am Jairo Carvalho and am ready to study with you the Bible. I am with mine opened on Revelation chapter 17, and I invite you to do the same and also to make your individual prayer, asking God for wisdom in order to understand what you're going to study with me. In Revelation chapter 17, verse 9, the angel says to John the prophet, "And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition." This is the great mystery of this chapter. In the last program, we have studied concerning who is the woman and who is the beast. And we discovered the woman is the Roman Catholic Church and the beast is the Popedom. And now, Bible is showing us the time when the Pope we're going to have again the power that he once lost. Do you remember, if you saw the last program, that the Pope had a power to persecute the saints, but had lost this power. This was on 1798, when Pope Pius VI was taken into the jail. Well, since then, the Popedom never had the same power again. But Bible says that certainly this power will gonna be back on his hands. Well, and Bible admonish us in order to do not follow again this power, this leader. You know why? Because on verse 8, Bible says that the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is." Bible is trying to save us now. Bible is teaching us that if we follow the beast in this last time, we will go into perdition behind it. So, in order to save us, God prevent us against this and reveal us something that will going to happen in the future in order that we could become, since now, prepared. This is the main focus, the main point of this prophecy. First of all, the angel says to the prophet, the 7 heads of the beast, they are 7 mountains. The city called city of 7 mountains or city of 7 hills is Rome. This is very known around the world. So this is a coincidence with something that we have already studied. The woman is the Roman Catholic Church. The beast is the Popedom. Both are in Rome, because in Rome is located the Vatican, the Popedom headquarters. That's right. So the interpretation is logical. Okay, but the angel gives a second meaning for the 7 heads. On verse 10, read with me, Bible says, "And there are 7 kings." Other versions of the Bible says, "And they are 7 kings," and not "there are 7 kings." There is a little difference that matters in this point. according with the original, we must understand, and they are. The 7 heads are 7 kings. If the beast is the popedom, it is logical conclude that the heads are popes, because popes are the head of the popedom and also the Roman Catholic Church. Bible points us 7 of them. But who will be them? In the history, we see more than 200 popes. The key word is kings. Not all them were kings in history. They only became kings after the church converted itself also in the country. And then the Pope started to be also a governor, a king. I don't know if you have an idea of this, but the Vatican is not only recognized as a country, but the form of government of this country is a monarchy. And in a monarchy, the supreme commander is exactly a king. So it is since from the foundation of the Vatican, we are supposed to count the popes. So I'm going to count quickly with you in order to understand the prophecy. The first pope, when the Vatican was founded, the pope that was in charge at that time was Pius XI. And then we saw Pius XII. And then John 23rd. And then Paul VI. And then John Paul I. And the 6th was John Paul II. And finally the 7th was Benedictus XVI. The last one we saw in history. Now, this new and actual Pope does not make more part of this sequence of 7, as we have saw. Speaking about the 7th of them, about Benedictus, Bible says on verse 10, "When he cometh, he must continue a short space." We saw that Benedictus XVI had a kingdom of less than 9 years. And this is a short space. This fulfilled exactly the prophecy. So this confirms that we are with the right interpretation. And the Bible says in verse 11, "And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition." After Benedictus XVI, the 7th, Bible says, the 8th is the beast. Before you think, oh, so the actual one is the beast. Stop. Bible says specifically, the 8th is of the 7th. It means that if we are trying to understand who is going to be the 8th, we must look to the 7 ones, to the 7 first ones. One of them shall be the 8th biblical pope. But how about the actual? Bible doesn't say nothing concerning the actual one. I cannot say nothing more than the Bible because I here am only a helper in this study with you, helper to understand better what the Bible says, not what I want to tell you. That is a different. I am only a messenger. And who will gonna be the 8th? So I'd like to talk to you right now, to explain you. But regretfully, our time is finished. So I invite you to stay with us and to follow the next program where we will discover together who will gonna be the biblical 8th Pope of the prophecy. The Pope that will gonna be the beast, that will gonna persecute the saints just before the second coming of Jesus Christ. Stay with us. God bless you.